need the National Guard. Why on earth? What are they going to do? Do you know what the National Guard is doing now? They are guarding two buildings. They're guarding the federal building here in downtown, and they're guarding the federal building in Westwood. That's what they're doing. So they need Marines on top of it? I don't understand that. That's why I feel like we are part of an experiment that we did not ask to be a part of.
But I have a kid. If I know that these people are having their children taken and their parents, what about my kids? I need to get a job. Then what happens to my kids? I can't help you. But you can if you could just move out the way. You're not going to. How is this a peaceful protest if there's nothing to do? No, it's not.
How do you know as white people feel about stopping a black woman from going to work?
Oh no, not work. I care so much.
So you don't care about stopping black people from going to work?
Look at this line that you guys are causing. I'm not causing no problems. I'm not trying to. We're just trying to leave.
Need the National Guard. Why on earth? What are they going to do? Do you know what the National Guard is doing now?
See, ain't nobody talking about that part. Ain't nobody talking about that because it'll open your eyes to like, you know, we ain't no conspiracy theorists, but it'll make you wonder what's the bigger agenda behind this. I mean, why do you see Marines and Marines is the hitman for the military? Why is he doing that? And then she said they not even what they supposed to be. They about the National Reserve and like what the hell the National Reserve got to do with anything? You feel me? What does that have to do with people throwing bricks at cars and stuff like that? Why is they surrounding the reserve? Like it just make you wonder, like real talk, like what's really behind all this? Like real talk.
And Salakia, so if I could, again, correct me if I'm wrong. But you know what I'm saying, all these military Marines or National Guard going to defend these Capitol buildings in LA or wherever the hell they at, right? Where was all that when all them white nationalists and all them white folks and everybody on November
January 6th.
November 6th, January 6th when they ran into the Capitol building, the White House, and shitted on Nancy Pelosi's desk? Where was they at then?
One part of the agenda. That's why I say it's like
why wasn't it a big thing then? But it's such a big thing.
Like now. Remember Breonna Taylor riots and the protests and all that stuff? They was protesting in Germany. They was protesting in France, which we don't really know for sure if that was true or not, but that is what it showed on what Trump called the fake news.
On like CNN
Fox
and
News,
shit like that,
but Trump said that's fake news. So we don't now it makes you wonder like man, what is really going on? Because like why are y'all doing all this and where did this come from? And then look at the end of the video. Look who she arguing with. This is a real video from a woman in LA at the protest, and look who she's arguing with.
A common motherfucker. No, not even a police officer.
With white people that's protesting the Mexicans being deported. What the fuck? Man, look, I was born at night, but not last night. And something is fishy about this.
I have a kid. If I know that these people are having their children taken and their parents, what about my kids? I need to get a job. Then what happens to my kids? I can't help you. But you can if you could just move out the way. You're not going.
This what is going on? Why is she not arguing with Mexicans? You feel me? That's waving the flags. No, we seen the pictures. They on cars, police cars with their shirt off. They throwing cocktail bombs. Where them niggas
at? Throwing bricks through windows.
With white people, which make you wonder who is really behind all this shit. Who is really doing all this shit? Because I remember Antifa. I don't know if people know what Antifa is. They are known for their confrontational tactics and activism, including counter-protest and direct action. Antifa is not a unified organization, but rather a movement with diverse ideology.
They was in Louisville there for with the
that Antifa was in every protest that was just a little too extreme. And you like, damn, it's a lot of shit going on. This can't be the people that live here. I know this ain't. It was Antifa. It was them.
And
Them,
look,
they was with
this
Black
could
Lives
be,
Matter. Antifa was with them too.
that's a fact. Facts. And this right here should just be an eye opener for all blacks and Hispanics to come together and finally be racist in a racist ass country that's never done nothing for blacks or Hispanic
Right.
people. That's an eye opener for us to come together,
That's a fact.
and we should come together. And like the Lord said, you know what I'm saying? Come together. You not desired. Come together. What's that? Zephaniah 2, chapter 2. You know what I'm saying? The undesired need to come together, and all blacks, Hispanics, and natives should come together. And this is the reason why. It's
Soon as we
because
start trying to protest or do something, white people somehow use it for their benefit. That's what's going on. And I'm just saying it. I know I'm early. I know I'm early in the game.
You're absolutely
but from
correct,
what
though.
the black mayor from LA said, and from this video, they're using that protest for a bigger agenda. Because she said, why is they guarding the National Reserve? What is going on?
And what we should do as blacks and Hispanics is stop trying to let all these devils in, all these so-called good white folk in, to join the protest or to join a rebellion or to join us.
That's a fact.
Damn them. Y'all stay the fuck away. I don't give a damn if you got good intentions or not. Fuck you,
we don't
stay
know
away.
what Muhammad Ali say. If I see 200 snakes and I don't know if they good or bad. Am I gonna let them all in? Or I'm gonna let one or two in? No, I'm gonna just close the door.
Close the door and keep them all out. And that's what we gotta do. That's what
white man come to us with some type of plan or help. We need to close the door.
And look, even history could teach us that. Even like with the Black Panther Party, it was all good until they started letting them white folks in there thinking that they was good and join in and lead shit and do this and do that.
It's the same thing with the Nation of Islam. The dude that told Malcolm X about all the stuff that was happening with Elijah Muhammad was a damn informant. The one that's what they do. They cause discourse, which is debates. You debate between the brothers that you was once in agreement with. Now y'all debating. You feel me? And now y'all against each other and at odds. Real talk. That's what they do.
And if I could, that's why the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana is so important. Is because we don't allow shit like that.
We COINTEL proof.
You're vetted. You're actually vetted before you come in this motherfucker.
We COINTEL proof. That's why niggas go. That's why niggas go live on Facebook crying.
Right, crying, talking about, and then they start their own groups talking about, everybody can be saved, all nations can be saved, white people can be. Man, fuck y'all. Are you individualites? Are you Christian-like?
We COINTEL proof. Fuck that's y'all. Why they people come in here and they try to cause discourse. They try to cause brothers to turn against each other, and then they end up just on Facebook Live talking to themselves. Real talk.
Fact.
Posting posts.
Fact.
Got one like. Thought you dropping heavy. It's got one like on that.
Hey, what killed me is them bitch niggas that try to just bait somebody from the UPK, and you know what I'm saying, all the one way, you can't even, your bait don't work, nigga. Fuck that. Like, fuck y'all. We more seasoned.
They fishing for shrimp and we sharks. Real talk.
Right.
That's what it is. They fishing, trying to bait us with what you will use to get shrimp. And right. We just tan it up, tan the whole line. You feel me? The whole fishing, they pulled it out the hand and everything.
The
whole fishing pole is in the. Matter of fact, you getting pulled with it. Now you in the truth.
Like, nigga,
hey, we done pulled you into the water. Now you in the truth. Nigga. You like shit. Hell yeah, I'm rocking One West.
So like, shit, nigga. Hey, man. Hey. And now that's real. Like, niggas think we bullshit, but like, nah, that's real shit right there.
Real talk. But if I could go to in the Old Testament, go to Ezra 4:3.
How is this a peaceful protest if there's nothing to do? No, it's not.
How do you know white people feel about stopping a black woman from going to work?
Oh no, not work.
Look, white man, the devil. She said, how you feel about stopping a black woman from going to work? Oh no, not work. Yeah, he didn't know what you don't think black people work. How do you think your economy is booming? How do you think you could pay for all these missiles and military jets and damn ships and stuff from our tax money? Shit, they in debt to the National Reserve, billions of dollars. Like real talk.
You said Ezra 4 and 3? Come, got you. It's the book of Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 3. But Zerubbabel and Joshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said
Right.
unto
See,
them.
that's the first part that we got wrong. We don't have no chief fathers of Israel. We don't have no chief fathers of blacks and Hispanics. We got pastors, preachers, politicians that got their hand in the white man's pocket. You feel me? They got their hand in the white man's pocket looking for money, looking for crumbs, would do anything to sell out their people. We ain't got nothing but coons and possums. We don't got no chief fathers of Israel. The chief fathers of Israel is in the ISUPK and the Comancheana. That's where they at.
That's right.
You looking for chief fathers, you looking for a father figure, they in the ISUPK. They ain't in none of these other organizations because the white man got their hand in his pocket. Like real talk.
Facts. Khan said unto them, yea, have nothing to do with us to build a house unto
right,
our
that's what
God.
we would tell white people. We would tell white people, Africans, Asians, that we don't want nothing to do with you. We don't need your help to build up our house. Because if we do get y'all help to build up our house, guess what's going to happen? You're going to replace us with your own agenda. You're going to use our pain and suffering and stuff we going through to not push your agenda. See, the white dude said, oh no, not work. The black woman trying to get to work through the protest. He said, oh no, we can't let you through. Because this is their own agenda. This is something, these protests that we be having, they use it for their own benefit. Like real talk.
So like if I could real quick. If I could, that's heavy. It said, ye have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our God. That's like when the sister said we can't be racist, or the Mexican dude was like, you in America doing all this, but swinging a Mexican flag, but you don't want to leave America. You know what I'm saying? Like blacks and Hispanics and so-called First Nation people are so scared to separate themselves from this goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of. They turn into them coons and the you know what I'm saying, them possums that we talking about. You see what I'm saying? Like if we wasn't scared of this so-called devil, we wouldn't give a damn. The fuck y'all. We gonna build our own house. We don't need like we doing here in ISUPK under Command General Holland. That's why this is the only home of the truth. That's why this is the only truth out there. Is because we the only ones that teach this. Salaki.
You got it.
Have some talk, God. But we ourselves together will build unto the Lord God of Israel, and as King Cyrus, the king of Persia, has commanded.
That's what we did. We went out and we petitioned to let us build up our own house by ourselves. We don't need no help from none of y'all. Because whenever y'all get y'all hands on what we doing, it becomes y'all agenda. Y'all have some hidden agenda to what we doing to push yours. Like with the feminist movement. They wanted black women to help them with the feminist movement. All they wanted was a job. They used that to turn black women against black men. So we still fighting that fight to this very day. We still fighting the fight to get our house back. To get black women in order. That's why every episode, the first 2 videos we do about black women to show that they need to be put back in order. And the only people that can put black women back in order is black men. We the only ones that's capable of doing it. Like real talk.
and Salagi, if I can add to that, because that was heavy as hell. If I can add to that just real quick, that was also the danger with that traitor Martin Luther King integrating us into the society. Is because now not only it's never about us no more. Like I remember what they said about Barack Obama. Oh, he can't pass nothing just specifically for black people. But Trump, Obama, and Trump and Biden proved him wrong. That you could have definitely did that for just black people. You just didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's where black people gotta get out of this mindset. We can't be racist like that first chick said. We can't be racist. We can't do this. You should definitely be racist. You should definitely choose your people over everybody else. Because I guarantee you, everybody else is choosing their people over you.
Right.
It's like it.
So, but no, that's all we had on that. We'll go ahead and drop it. We'll go to the last video.